1991. Birds and people are living together in seemingly perfect harmony, until one day a young man catches fire. This is Phoenix.
Going on, everybody? Happy Sunday. We are back after a couple months of editing some trip report videos and other things. We are back in the sim. I apologize in advance for being extremely rusty and needing a little bit to remember how to fly this airplane, but no problem. That's what the sim's for. And we got just me in the house says, well, what a stream, and smash the like button. I appreciate it, my friend. Welcome, welcome. I'm so excited you're back. I'm excited I'm back. And I'm seeing your comments come through on my other videos right now. I'm seeing the notifications come in, just me. Appreciate it. You checked out the trip report video from Athens to Toronto. I made like a short version of it, 1 minute long, so check that out on the channel. But I'm gonna work on the full version soon. But yeah, I'm going to be extremely rusty today, guys. So again, bear with me. We are on VATSIM, but haven't flown in the sim in literally like 2.5 months-ish. So this is going to be funny. This is going to be a little a little. You can have a little fun at my expense if I screw something up, no problem. But we're gonna give it a go. So we're expecting a flight time of 1 hour and 20 minutes today, cruising at 36,000 feet. We're expecting a distance of 542 nautical miles, and the weather in Atlanta is some showers in the vicinity, broken clouds, 1,800, no, 13,000, and so it's looking a little cloudy and rainy down in Atlanta, but should be fine. No judgment here, says just me. Yes, exactly. That's what we need. All right, let's see if I remember how to do this at all. Like I said, guys, I've had zero practice. This is just like my first flight back after a couple months. So let's see. First, I'm going to turn up the sounds. Hopefully my sounds are coming through good as well. Let me know if it's not. Hopefully you can hear me. 5x5. Let's go ahead and turn on the battery. We have the external power connected. But again, because it's been so long, let me just double check that. Ground services, chocks and cones are set, and GPU is connected. That's good. I'm going to import our flight from the EFB. We're going IAD, Washington Dulles to Atlanta. Beautiful. So let's get some alternating current AC power to the aircraft. Remember that much. It's going to start to come alive. And I'm going to go nav lights. And emergency exit lights are going to be armed. No smoking to auto. And we're gonna come over here, and crew supply oxygen is gonna go on. Recorder for the CVR is gonna go on ground control CVR test. Check. And aiders to nav. Hopefully it'll be just like riding a bike. We got Mr. Gary in the house. Long time no see, Gary. Well, Mr. International Traveler, squeezing a Microsoft flight between two transatlantic hops. Exactly. I've been taking a little while to focus on all my trip reports that I was really behind on, and just got back from Athens. Pretty cool. Can't wait to share the trip report with you guys. Turn on the seatbelt sign. Make everyone panic. Not yet. After fueling. Alright, guys. FMGC. 17th of April till 14th of May. I forgot to update the nav database, of course. What do you expect? ATSU, AETC menu. Nope, that's not where we went. We went over here. AOC, initialize the flight. And I picked the Fenix 320 to fly to kind of just ease my way back into it. Don't want to go crazy now. IAD to ATL with KTYS as our alternate. I don't even know where that is. KTYS Airport. McGee Tyson Airport. It's a public military airport 12 miles south of Knoxville in Alcoa, Tennessee. Interesting. Never heard of that one. Alright. Initialize this. We are Spirit Wings. Don't need to put the Spirit Wings there. 1583 today. Let's check out our OFP. Cost index 5360. ISO +7. Align our inertial reference system on reference. We're gonna grab the wind information as well. We can come over here and grab our METAR. Weather, KIAD. Have a look at our weather here as of 22, so 1852, about 45 minutes old. 340 at 8 knots, 10 statute miles, scattered 7,000, broken 12,000, broken 25,000, temperature 21, dew point 6, altimeter 3015. set left, set right, and on the standby. Beauty. Okay, wind data is in. Let's listen to the ATIS as well, just to... Actually, I'll just get the text version, whatever. If you have information, Sierra. And DCA, or not DCA, DC Center, 133725 for our clearance. I didn't get any PDC, so...
50.
350 American 622.
Alright. Washington Center, good evening. Spirit Wings 1583 with Sierra, request IFR to Atlanta.
I missed it. What was the call sign?
Spirit Wings 1583.
Spirit Wings 1583. I sent you a PDC. Let me know if you didn't get it.
Could you send it one more time for Spirit Wings 1583?
American 622. Clear track Robbinsville. Romeo Bravo Victor.
Direct Robbinsville American 622.
And Spirit Wings 1583. I'm not able to send it again. I'll have to give it to you over voice. Let me know when you're ready.
Ready to copy Spirit Wings 1583.
Spirit Wings 1583. Cleared to Atlanta Airport. Clutch 3 departure. Flash transition as filed. Climb maintain 3000. Expect flight level 36010 minutes after departure. Squawk 5647.
Okay, cleared to Atlanta via the Clutch 3, flask transition, climb 3000, flight level 36010 minutes after, squawking 5647, Spirit Wings 1583.
Spirit Wings 1583, read back correct, advise ready for taxi on the west side of the ramp, expect runway 30.
Okay, advise ready taxi west side, runway 30, Spirit Wings 1583.
New England 681 Lima Airspace, ready to service turn minute, change to advisory approved.
Alright, Clutch 3, runway 30.
New England 681, thanks for services.
Departure.
Washington Center, good evening. American 1634, 12,400 feet, climbing 16,000 feet.
Let me just turn down the ATC a little
American
bit.
1634, Washington Center, climb maintain, flight level 320.
Clutch 3,
Climb
flask
maintain, flight level
transition.
320, American 1634.
Insert that. Atlanta arrival is going to be Aussie 1. We'll won't even worry about the approach for now.
Center, Spirit Wings 190, will it be the cap?
Aussie 1,
the arrival
flask transition, yep.
Spirit Wings 190, affirmative.
Insert. Let's have a look at it. Oh yeah, GSX. Forgot all about that.
American 622,
Request
climb and
boarding.
maintain, flight level 370.
Whatever
370
you want.
American
Do Denata,
622.
whatever Denata is. Let's go 10 likes. Yeah, that's a good goal. We'll start with that. Smash the like button if you haven't, guys. I'll pull up the Navigraph over here. Departure, ground chart, 29. And I was watching SimCFI's stream last night. He was saying that you use the 29 alpha for the minimum, the departure minimums. Where's runway 30?
Washington Center, good evening. American 1640 with you 350.
Okay, so with
American
everything working
1640
center line
Washington Center,
and
hello.
high intensity runway lighting, 500 feet RVR. So we're good for the minimums. Something to check. Where's the departure? Clutch 3. Flash transition, so you want to be 3,000 or above, top altitude 3,000. Climb on heading assigned by ATC, expect radar vectors to butters, then on track to 39 to clutch. Okay. So top altitude 3,000. And you want me to open the doors? Sure. Forward and aft. There you go. Okay, and then from there we're gonna join butters and then track to clutch, flash transition and join the arrival, the Aussie 1, and then we'll plug in our runway when we get a bit closer to Atlanta. So dumps us at Harry over there. That's the last waypoint on the arrival. Let's see, Aussie 1. From Flask, it's bringing us over to here.
American 620, leave my airspace.
So Aussie and then Harry, and then we're gonna plug in the runway to get the transition after when we get closer. Cool. Let's do the weight and balance. So weight and balance was from the iPad on the Fenix. Mass and balance. There we go. Expecting 1579. Cool. What is my
rear wings 190, descend and maintain, flight level 190.
estimated landing weight is 131, so I'm about 11,000 pounds lower than our max, so I can take a little bit of fuel.
I'm sorry, I misspoke. Flight level 290.
Why not? Apply and load.
Flight level 290.
We'll do instant. Send that to MCDU. So gross weight 139,968 pounds, 30.8 on the Mach 0 fuel weight, and 123,667. 123.7, 30.8, blocking 16.3. That's checked. And our fuel breakdown. Taxi 0.5, FinRes 2.4, alternate 3.6. 3.6. I wonder if the order that you enter this matters or not. But I just kind of randomly put it. Route reserves 1.5. Cool. Get our VOR receivers turned on. Constraints, good. Looking good. Over to perf. For my takeoff, runway 30.
Good evening. Descend via the Trish 4 arrival. Expect the visual runway 30.
Flap configuration optimal. Force togo no. Anti-ice off. Packs on. Sync load sheet. Winds 340 at 8, temperature 20, weather just in case. Okay, calculate. So 44, 45, 48. Flaps 2, down 0.1, flex 67. Plus reduction, acceleration altitude 1790, reduction 1290, sure, whatever. We're not going to have an engine failure. Send to make do. And departure frequency is going to be probably still DC center. Yep, I don't see any tower on or anything like that. Squawking, what was it? 5647 on the transponder. 5647.
American 1640, clear direct RAD.
Just me says, how do you know how long the flight is from here? From dispatch.
Clear direct
So
RAD, American 1640.
over here, just me trip. Fuel 7,849 pounds planned, hour and 20 trip time. Okay. Looking good. We'll just call it done for GSX boarding. This is boarding completed too. So we'll go reset position. We'll go fuel pumps. Seatbelt signs. Start up the APU. And let's hear it.
Delta 2312, leave my airspace, radar service terminated.
Close up the doors.
Frequency approved.
Alright, switching over to advisor for Delta 2312. Have a good night. Check it out.
You too. American 622, leave my airspace, radar service terminated. Change to advisory, frequency approved.
Over advisory, American 622.
Fire in the hole. Those noises, yeah, man. This is
DC Center, good evening.
basically like a little jet engine in the back of the aircraft, just me, that gives it power.
American 25,
And pressurized air
Kennedy, Juliet
as required when we're on the ground and the engines are not running, right? So that's what allows it to have air conditioning and all that when the engines are off.
And the November call sign, Colin, say again.
Yes, sir. For, we can get our own call sign, right? It's November 23 Mike Zulu, just like radio check this evening.
November 23 Mike Zulu, Washington Airlines.
We'll accept our load sheets. Alright, hopefully I'm not missing anything, guys.
Center, hello, American 3325, 26.8, climbing flight level 390.
American 3325, Washington Center, roger. Spirit wings 190, descend via the Cap 3, arrival landing north, the Richmond altimeter 3015.
3015 and
Alright. Cool. APU bleed on, and we're gonna check so APU gen's ready to take over. External power off. APU gen's on the bus. Ground control off. Beacon on. I'm about to start them up. And parking brakes set. Chocks GPU removed. Now he said west side of the ramp. So runway 30 was over there, west side of the ramp over here. So we're gonna push back nose right, correct? Or am I getting this backwards? Nose right, yeah. And then we're gonna go over to the west side of the ramp. Nose right, yeah. Okay, prepare for pushback and departure. Squawking mode Charlie confirmed.
Departure checks completed. Bypass pin inserted.
So for the departure, he's going to give us a heading, and we'll follow that, and then we're going to expect radar vectors to Butters. $3,000. Let's do it.
Washington Center, good evening. JetBlue 2269 with you, flight level 360.
JetBlue 2269, Washington.
So, runway 30, nose right.
Release parking brakes, please.
Parking brakes released. You're clear to push.
All engines clear. Start at will.
Thank you. Starting engine sequence 1, then 2. Clear left. Actually not clear right. Hopefully that guy doesn't push into us. Start him up. Engine 1. Wait, did I say nose right or left?
Ladies and gentlemen,
should be
please
nose
observe the cabin
right.
crew closest to
Okay,
you,
good.
as we are about to demonstrate the safety features of our Airbus Welcome aboard our Airbus A320. Please pay attention to illuminated signs and crew instructions, including the following safety procedures. The safety card found in your seat pocket contains important information.
November 3514 Tango, Lima Airspace, radar service terminated, change your advisory crew.
Alright, we got the EPRO here.
Sierra
Because
Call
we're on
14
the
Tango, thank you for the advice.
IAE engines.
Please set parking brakes.
Roger. Parking brakes.
Western
Set.
Center, good evening. This is Hartsfield Floor, taking a flight number 3990. We are approaching airspace from the southwest. We are 70 miles
start engine
from
number
Greensboro, Review Water.
Seatbelt is fastened, adjusted, and released as shown. It must be fastened whenever the seatbelt signs are on, and we recommend that you keep it fastened at all times. If the air supply fails, masks will drop.
That's a
from
lot of
above
wing
you.
flex there.
Pull a mask towards you to start the oxygen. Put the mask over your nose and mouth and breathe normally. Hold the mask in place with the strap. Pull on each side to adjust. Put on your own mask.
Hold your ears, it's gonna be loud. Adjust their seat. Okay, we got two good engines. Waiting on the ground crew to clear. If you lead
United
off.
2739, Washington Center,
APU
runway
off.
30, taxi via Zulu Yankee 11.
30 via Zulu Yankee 11, translation 39.
Flaps. Set 2.
Washington Center, American 2194, currently just passing 1,700.
Takeoff trim.
American 2194, Washington Center, radar contact,
Down
line maintain,
0.1.
17,000.
17,000, American 2194.
American 213, Lima Airspace, radar service terminated,
Auto
change
brakes
your
max.
advisory
Ground
crew.
spoilers armed.
Tom from American 213, we'll see you later.
Washington Center, pilot service 4.
Takeoff config check. Good. Alright, ground crew
And
is
I
clear.
missed the numbers on who was it.
Let's do a flight control test.
Just want to ask if we were supposed to contact you. We're on our way to Greensboro.
Full left, neutral, full right, neutral,
Pilot Club,
full aft, neutral,
234.
forward, neutral, and rudders.
Yeah, looks like your route is going to have you in Atlanta Center the whole time.
Full right, neutral,
Okay, just wanted to ask.
full left, neutral.
No worries.
Flight control test complete.
Have a good one.
Okay, good to go.
38.
Kill the parking brakes. And we'll call for taxi.
Starfleet 1, cross
Brake
Louis,
check
flight level
done.
270.
Close Louis at 270, Starfleet 1.
Level 3018, descend maintain 3000, turn right heading 320.
Center spare wings 1583 with Sierra ready taxi runway 30.
Spare wings 1583, Washington runway 30, taxi via Zulu Yankee 11.
Zulu Yankee 11 runway 30 spare wings 1583.
American 3325, descend and maintain flight level 290.
Gonna maintain 290, American 3325.
Alright, left turn on Zulu. Zulu's gonna be just the first one coming up. Avgeek, Roof Force, what's going on, man?
Southwest 42 with
Welcome,
you, level
welcome.
250, climb 35.
Southwest 42A, Washington Center, right. Southwest 3018, Baltimore Airport, 2 o'clock and 15 miles. Let me know when you see. Southwest 3018, retro, fifth visual approach, runway 33 left.
Go ahead.
The cabin is now secure for takeoff.
Thank you very much.
Southwest 1738, Washington Center, climb maintain 17,000.
1,700, Southwest 738.
American 2194, climb maintain, flight level 320.
Alright, taxi lights.
320, American 2194.
Clear left. Clear right.
Washington Center, United 17, taxi.
Lost my momentum there.
United 1757, runway 30, taxi via Zulu, Yankee 11.
1930 via Zulu, Yankee 11, at 1757 heavy.
Zero wing 1583, give way to a heavy 777 exiting the ramp on Delta.
You will give way to the heavy for Spirit Wings 1583. Alright, we got the
Zero
United
wing
there.
198, expect the Mount Vernon visual, runway 1 approach. Washington altimeter 3015.
Emil, hello, I got a shave and a haircut. A horn show made by Freight Train. What's going on, Emil? Welcome, welcome. Still train spotting. Nice.
United 2739, fly heading 250, runway 30, clear for takeoff.
Heading 250, runway 30, takeoff.
Okay, takeoff config normal, and we're squawking 5647.
American
Departures
2194,
as briefed.
direct auto.
Direct auto, American 2194.
Southwest 4651, Washington Center, climb maintain 17,000. Southwest 3018, runway 22 left, clear to land, wind 320 at 5.
Clear to land, 38.
Southwest 4280, amend out to climb maintain, flight level 310 for traffic.
Alright, level level off at 310, Southwest 4280.
.21 degrees out. We got the United departing.
Southwest 1738, climb maintain, flight level 380, clear direct auto.
Upgrade direct auto for Southwest 738.
We're at 7 likes, I appreciate it, guys. Let's see if we can get to 10 likes.
And JetBlue 538, checking in.
JetBlue 538, Washington Center, roger, phase, bill altimeter 301.
So Yankee 11 is going to be on the
clear
left.
direct dump.
Clear direct dump.
Southwest 4280, we have that traffic site.
That was 4280, roger, higher clearance. American 1640, descend and maintain, flight level 290. American 1640, descend and maintain, flight level 290.
Okay, I need to hang a left here for, so we're on Zulu. This is Zulu, but we want to go this way and go on Yankee 11.
290, American 1640.
United 2739, radar contact, south
2,100,
United 2739, climb maintain, flight level 210.
I'm going to be about 210,
We'll give way to the United, obviously.
United 423, cross Robbinsville, flight level 270.
Cross Robbinsville, flight level 270, United 423.
Washington Center, United 1757 Heavy is ready for departure, runway 30.
Southwest 46,
what's going on,
51,
Owls?
turn 20 degrees right,
Welcome,
vector
welcome,
for your
man.
climb maintain, flight level 300.
In a minute, indeed. Stopping by with a like. Appreciate it, dude. Hope everything's going well with your flight training and everything, man. Thanks, Owls.
Southwest 4651, turn 20 degrees right, vector for your climb and maintain, flight level 300.
Sorry about that, 20 degrees right.
I'm just kicking the rust off. Haven't touched the sim in like a couple months, man.
United 1757, runway 30.
We'll be back soon, Roger.
4088.
For takeoff, runway 30, United 1757.
Doing good, Owls. I just came back from Athens a few days ago
Are we able to step away for 5 minutes?
on a 777-300ER, so that was awesome.
American 2194, bridge requested, let me know when you're back.
We'll let you know back, American 2194.
Alright, we need a heading for departure. He'll give it to
United
us.
2739, clear direct clutch.
Clear direct clutch, United 2730.
Spare wings 190, clear direct catcher and descend and maintain 3000.
Direct catcher, descend and maintain 3000.
Roger.
JetBlue 538, descend via the dumpster to arrival, landing southwest.
Alright,
Raleigh
parking
altimeter
set.
3014.
Let's watch this departure.
3014, we'll go to
American 32, American 3325, descend via the CAT 3 arrival, landing to the north, the Richmond altimeter 3015.
Good name is the Gap 3 arrival, Richmond with 3015, American 3325.
That was 4280. Did you want to keep climbing or stay level 310? I'm going to have to start you down. And
Mr. Statui in the house. What's going on, brother? Missed you, man. Been a while, Statui. Welcome, welcome.
United 423,
That looks awesome.
starting descent.
We'll just ease ourselves into
that
it.
was 4280.
Knock off the
Stop
rust.
310 or keep going up to 35. Either way, I have
Now,
to start you
why
down
is this
and,
showing like a
6%.
left? Okay, we won't follow this track.
Can we
We're just
actually
gonna
take 330?
take the heading.
That was 4280, climb maintain, flight level 330.
Thanks, up to 330.
And guys, hit the like button if you haven't already. I'd really appreciate it. Center Spirit Wings 1583, holding short 30 Yankee 11, ready for departure.
Rear wing 1583, runway 30, left away, caution away, turn once departed, heavy 777.
Okay, runway 30, line up await, Spirit Wings 1583.
United 1757, radar contact, stay altitude.
1,800, climbing United 1757 Heavy.
United 1757, climb maintain 17,000.
Up to 17,000, 1757.
That was 4651, clear direct hat.
Direct. Finals clear.
Washington Center, good evening.
Alright.
MSFS
Hopefully this will be just like riding a bike.
For Washington Center, clear direct dumpster, descend via the dumpster to arrival, landing southwest.
Probably going to turn on the
Raleigh
autopilot
altimeter
pretty quickly.
3014.
Just because we're rusty, why not let the plane do the work?
4 American 1364, Dempster 2. For runway 23 left.
JetBlue 538, contact Raleigh, approach 124.95.
2.95.
Runway 30 checks.
Rear wings 190, report the river in sight.
River in sight, runway.
Rear wings 190, cleared, not burn a visual,
All right.
runway 1 approach.
I'm going to turn up the ATC a little bit.
United 2739, climb and maintain, flight level 380.
Level 380, United 2739.
Southwest 3018, Road Texas, parking, hotel tag, go have a good day.
Statui says, good to see you back at it, brother.
Wing
Appreciate it, man.
1583, fly heading
It's good to be back.
250, runway 30, cleared for takeoff.
Heading 250, runway 30, clear for takeoff, Spirit Wings 1583. Alright, let's go.
American 2194 back in cockpit.
Roger. American 2539, Lima
Stable.
airspace, radar service terminated, change to advisory frequency approved.
Woohoo! Manflex 67 SRS Auto Thrust Blue. Thrust set.
American 2539, leave airspace. Radar service terminated. Change to advisory approved.
80 knots. There we go.
American 1640, cross RADs at 15,000 feet. Salisbury altimeter 2, correction 3016.
Tap dance on the rudders.
Say again, American 1640.
Rotate.
American 1640, cross RADs at and maintain 15,000 feet. Salisbury altimeter 3016.
Pause rate.
Cross RADs
Nav.
15,000.
Check.
Salisbury altimeter 3016. American.
400 feet, heading 250.
Good evening, Washington Center, November 654 Victor. Blacksburg, trying to get to IFR to Raleigh, Durham.
November 6542 Victor, Washington Center, Roger, Roger.
Thrust climb,
United
climb.
423, leave
thrust.
airspace. Radar service terminated. Change to advisory frequency approved.
United 423, see you, thank you.
Southwest 4820, descend and maintain flight level 290.
To get it in the climb lever there. There we go.
Sorry, that's 4280. Southwest 4280, 4280, descend and maintain flight level 290.
290, Southwest
All right,
42.
autopilot on.
Southwest, correction, American 1634, leave airspace. Radar service terminated. Change to advisory approved.
Over to 122.8, American 1634, have a good day.
American 1364, contact Raleigh
Climbing
approach
3000.
12495. American 1364, contact Raleigh approach 124.905.
Flaps up.
So American 64, contact the approach 124950, thank you.
Spare wings 1583, radar contact south.
Pass our level 3000 spare wings 1583.
Spare wings 1583, clear direct butters, climb maintain flight level 210.
Direct butters, climb flight level 210 spare wings 1583.
United 1757, climb maintain flight level 340.
Direct
Up to 340.
butters, insert
Sir, American 3042 with you.
American
210.
3042, Washington Center, descend via the dumpster 2 arrival, landing southwest, Raleigh altimeter 3014.
Alright, climb 210
American
blue.
3042, expect descent.
Not bad, not bad. We'll take that.
American 3042, descend via the dumpster 2 arrival, landing southwest.
We'll take that.
The landing for West American 3042.
Rear wings 190, contact Washington Tower 119.1.
119.1, spare wings 190.
Avgeek, considering I'm so rusty, I'll take that. I'll take that any day.
30 is through, let me know where you're at.
Beautiful. That's why I love
American
the 320, man.
Contact Raleigh
It's
approach.
just like riding a bike.
124.905.
124.95 for American 3042.
Not gonna worry about the cloud there. Alright, beautiful. The IAE engines are doing their thing.
Choose from our fresh selection available today. Full details can be found in your in-flight brochure. You can also purchase a selection of hot beverages together with drinks and snacks from the bar. We accept all major credit and debit cards.
Why is the Spirit Wings lady speaking in a British accent? Alright, 10 degrees on the skin.
Number 6542, Victor,
Engine
after clearance,
anti-ice.
flight ready.
I'm ready.
Number 6542, Victor, clear
Passing
to Raleigh Airport
10,000.
via South Boston, direct Aldan, Alpha Lima, Delta, Alpha November, direct.
Alright, bugging up to
Maintain
80.
8,000, expect 13,000, 10 minutes after
Lights
departure,
out.
squawk 0005.
Pressurization checked. I'll leave the seatbelt signs on for now.
Clear to the south.
So we're clear the
VOR.
soup.
And then Alden, Alpha Lima, Delta, Alpha, November. 8,000, 13,000, 10.
Get ready for a beautiful little breakout here.
Sector not ready to roll. Runway 13.
Number 42 Victor, roger, release for departure. Clearance point if not off by 0025. If not off by 0025, advise Washington Center not later than 0030. Attention, time now 0017 and 1/4. Station advisor frequency approved.
Well, talk to you in a few minutes.
So we know we can still take off, but the question is, can he still land it? Dun dun dun.
Wing 1583, climb maintain, flight level 360.
Climb maintain flight level 360, Spirit Wings 1583. Anti-ice off. 360, set.
American 3325, expect the Mount Vernon visual, runway 1 approach, the Washington
Seatbelt signs can come off.
Washington Center, good evening. We have the 1007 2.25.
Delta 1007 Washington Center, radar contact. Climb maintain, flight level 210.
210 to 1007.
American 3325, expect the Mount Vernon visual, runway 1.
Expect the visual for runway 1, American 3335.
Back to cockpit.
That was 1738, Rich. That was 4280, descend via the CAP 3, arrival landing north, the Richmond altimeter 3014.
Send me the cap 3, altimeter 3014, South 42A.
Center November 65, 42 Victor, with you at 3900.
Avgi says, quick question,
Number
how do
6,
you know
42 Victor, radar
when to
contact,
enable
2 miles
NTOs
south
for
west
wing and engine?
climb
So,
maintain
as far as I'm aware,
the,
again, it's always best to check with a real Airbus guy, but if the total air temperature, which means the temperature on the skin is 10 degrees or less, then you need the anti-ice on. Oh, and if you're in visible moisture, of course. So visible moisture, 10 degrees or less, you need the anti-ice on. For the engines in the Airbus I'm talking about. For the wing, my understanding is in the Airbus, you just go by this ice probe detector. So if there's no buildup on this, then you can safely assume there's no buildup of ice on your leading edge of your wing, so you don't turn the wing anti-ice. Now I know for the RJ, like the way SimCFI was saying, you turn wing and everything on, so that's different. But for the Airbus, you go by this little thing for the wing, and 10 degrees or less on the TAT, engines go on. Now if it's if it's less than 40 degrees out, hold on, transition, standard, 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 set 3 times. Apparently if the SAT, the static air temperature, is like just the like regular air temperature outside, is minus 40 or colder in the climb or the cruise, then you don't need the anti-ice on. But in the descent, even if it's less than 40 degrees, like even if it's minus 44 out, you still need the anti-ice on, as long as it's 10 degrees on the TAT or less.
Air 391551.
So short answer, TAT 10 degrees or less, throw the anti-ice on for the engines. And obviously in the sim, you're not gonna, they haven't modeled this thing building up ice on it. It would be cool if they do, so you can actually know when to do the
Southwest 4651, clear direct Fort Wayne.
Wing anti-ice too. Yeah, it was pretty funny. Like,
climb and maintain flight level 360.
When you sim for so long, you kind of get a sense for when the pilots are going to do what in real life. So like, as soon as the plane started shaking a little bit on my way back from Athens, I literally took out my phone and I pressed record because I knew they were about to turn on the seatbelt signs, and literally 2 seconds after I click record, ding, sure enough the seatbelt sign goes on. I'm like, how predictable.
Washington Center, November 23 Mike Zulu request.
23 Mike Zulu sounds familiar. I feel like I've heard that.
Mike Zulu, Washington.
Isn't that M08?
Yes, sir, we
isn't
are
that
3500
that YouTube
type
channel that's
Skyhawk. What's the request flight plan?
M08 Aviation or something? They like
to Farmville,
it's like a ground school, online ground school. I swear their tail number's 23 Mike Zulu.
Number 23 Mike Zulu, round response 5414.
5414, 23 Mike Zulu.
It's Jason Shepard, that's the guy's name. I used to watch his videos. Pretty good instructor. But 23 Mike Zulu, that's definitely his tail number.
November 23 Mike Zulu, radar contact, 20 miles west of Richmond, and you're going to stay 3,500?
Oh yes, so that'll be
1736 we're tracking for Atlanta. It's 1629, so we're still over an hour away. Yeah, 23 Mike Zulu is a ground school. Yeah, I knew that sounds familiar.
On course, and we'll advise of any altitude changes per 23 Mike Zulu.
American 3325, clear direct Katrin, descend and maintain 3,000.
Clear direct Katrin, descend and maintain 3,000, emergency 325.
Are you supposed to also monitor guard?
121.51, contact Cleveland Center 119.
I guess when you're on cruise, they expect you to monitor the guard frequency as well. Apparently, all you hear is like meow. People just being trolls on frequency.
Airstream that's 1909 radio check.
I'll turn it off. Cool.
Airstream that's 1909 radio check.
Loud and clear.
Yeah, I appreciate you guys tuning in. It's good to be back.
Washington Center, Southwest 1600, flight level 390, about 40 miles from the top of our descent.
And knock on wood, the sim's performing pretty good.
Everything's smooth. Arrival landing north, the Dallas altimeter 3016.
Yeah, 1215 is the emergency, the guard frequency.
Southwest 1600.
So I'm learning VFR in Canada, and in the en route portion of my VFR flight, I'm supposed to monitor 126.7. That's like the common frequency for en route when you're, I guess, at the 3,000 feet and above, which they call it the cruising altitude order. So anything 3,000 feet MSL and above, you're supposed to follow the IFR or the VFR altitude. So if you're going 360 to 179, you're supposed to go at a odd altitude plus 500, and then if you're going 180 to 359 as your track, you're supposed to go even altitude plus 500, but that's only applicable 3,000 feet or higher. And then you're supposed to monitor 126.7 and then 121.5 on the standby.
American 1640 cross
on the second radio
at 9,000.
But that's all VFR stuff.
Cross Heckman at 9,000, American 1640.
Man, look at this
American
climb performance.
25, river 12 o'clock, 15 miles.
The RJ really rockets. Let's mess around a little bit. Let's see.
America 3325, roger. Cleared Mountford into short runway 1 approach.
Let's see how much we can get it to go up. How much juice do these IAE engines have? 27.
Washington Center, Southwest 1600.
Yeah, 2,700 is as much juice as we got it to get.
Hey, we were set up for the Trump's arrival. We're pretty far from Freedom. Do you want to give us vectors to that, or can we possibly go down Trump's?
Sorry, I just misspoke on the wrong arrival. You're clear to descend via the troops arrival.
Alright, descend via the troops, Southwest 1600.
I was planning to fly the Sharklets, but then I realized last second that I have no liveries installed for it. I'm like, damn it. No Sharklets.
United 1551, clear at all dams, and descend and maintain 17,000.
Let's see what temperatures my computer's running at.
3014.
Down to 17,000, clear direct all dam, and altimeter 30.
So on my I-9 14900K 76 87. Is that kind of hot, guys?
DC Center, good evening.
Do I need to repaste this? I really don't feel like opening it up.
5000 direct to Brandon, gets back arrival.
Yeah, it was 5025 Washington Center around here.
50 degrees, the GPU's running alright. We're about 50% load on the I-9. So 50% load and it's like 70, 80 degrees? I don't know about that. We'll restart this. Apparently it just downloaded
Yeah,
an update.
1551. Can we get the flight level you want us at Alden? Sorry about that.
United 1551, just descend and maintain 17,000.
17,000 for United 1551.
Southwest 4280, expect the Mount Vernon visual runway 1 approach.
I'll show you guys the short I made today for my trip report. Not that. We'll watch that anyway.
The aircraft was calling Washington Center, self-static. You're at Philadelphia. I don't control.
Wow, that was a hard one. Bounced.
America 2194, Lima Airspace.
So I made like a 1-minute trip report.
Welcome to this trip report from Athens to Toronto. We left our hotel, the Athenium Luxury Hotel, for Athens Airport. Airport was pretty busy. It was Friday. Welcome to this trip report from Athens to Toronto. We left our hotel, the Athenium Luxury Hotel, for Athens Airport. Airport was pretty busy. It was Friday. The lines moved pretty fast, 5 minutes, I'd say.
Gotta have the t-shirt everywhere I go.
We checked out some duty-free shops and did some plane spotting from a lounge.
That t-shirt's been to like 4 countries.
Was 40A, saw some wildfires.
Yeah, that was crazy.
Took off over some more wildfires. 10-hour flight time today.
There were wildfires on the takeoff too, but you couldn't see it in this scene because it was cut off, but I'll show it in the full.
Beautiful scenes leaving Athens. Checked out the IFE. The food was okay, 7 out of 10. Beautiful views.
Oh, I love that.
Here's a selfie. Did a straight-in approach from the east over downtown Toronto. Runway 23 at Pearson.
It was gusting 25.
Landing.
It was
so
like
it was firm as
280 at like 20 gusting 25, but planted it down as they should. You don't want to float in gusty conditions.
So it was firm as it should be.
Doesn't really translate to video very well here, but it was pretty firm.
And we taxied to the gate.
So that's pretty cool. Let me turn the sounds back up. But yeah, check out all my trip reports, guys. I've recently released like 3 of them on the channel. That's partly why I kind of didn't stream for a while, because I needed to use that time to edit those videos and get them out, because I was really procrastinating on them for a while. But I think they came out pretty good. Check them out. My favorite one's probably the Zurich to Toronto. That one really came out nice in my opinion. But if you do like it and you watch it, don't forget to hit the like button. It really does help the algorithm share it with more people. 1740 we're tracking. Still an hour away from Atlanta.
That was 5025, descend via the Gibbs 5 arrival heading north, the Dallas altimeter 3016.
Descend via the Gibbs 5 arrival landing north, Sky 5025.
Alright, we are pretty much almost tracking to, after teams, it's going to be Flask for the transition. So I'm going to get rid of this. I'm going to go over here to KATL. And
United 1551, contact rally approach 124.905.
Photo 124.905. See ya.
Everything's already start there. Beautiful. Maybe I can check the waypoints. So Flask, Yield, Shoal, T done. Flask, Yield, Shoal, T done. Wilson, Mahoney.
Washington Center, Sears 534, Charlie Tango.
Tej, G-Bach, Wing.
Sears 534, Charlie Tango, Washington.
G-Bake, whatever, Wing.
Sears 534, Charlie Tango, on the ground at
Aussie at 14,000, but depending on which way we're landing. So maybe I'll get a preliminary
Sears 534,
weather.
Charlie Tango, cleared to Murfreesboro Airport. Radar vectors.
Let's see what's going on in Atlanta.
Maintain 3000, expect flight level 200. 10 minutes after departure. Squawk 1362.
Cleared as filed. Direct dolls. Then as filed. 3000. Expect 200.
So as of 20 minutes ago, winds are coming out of the northeast at 10 knots. So they're probably landing east. 10 statute miles visibility, fuel cost 3,900, fuel 5,500, broken 15,000.
4280, clear jet catcher and defend and maintain 3,000.
Temperature 24, dew point 19, altimeter 3008. We got some cumulus, some stratus?
Southwest 4280,
24.4 and 18.9 on the hourly temperature and dew point.
Catcher, defend maintain 13,000, Southwest 4280.
And 3,000, 030.
Sorry, Southwest 4280, confirm is 13,000?
No, yes, 3,000.
Alright, sorry about that, 3,000, Southwest 4280.
American 1640, Lima airspace, radar service transmitted, change to advisory group.
I don't know where the transition is 185, it should be 180.
American 1640, see ya.
November 42, Victor Cross, all in at 8,000. The Raleigh altimeter 3014, and Lima's current.
3014 Lima and 8,000 and all reports of Victor.
United 2739, Lima airspace, radar service terminated, change to advisory group.
So the Atlanta ATIS is not in range yet, either that or Atlanta Center's offline.
16 miles, report when you're out of the airport.
Geek, roger. Maybe I can get the information from Navigraph.
Washington Center, Cirrus 534 Charlie Tango at Modern Aviation, ready for taxi.
Cirrus 534 Tango, Roman 17, taxi via Alpha.
Okay, that's departure information, Romeo. Where's arrivals?
Contact Raleigh approach 124.95.
2495, that's good one, thanks for being on.
ATIS. Right here. Information echo as of 8:13, 110. So basically what we have.
American 1681, Washington Center, U.S.
ILS 8 left, 9 right, and 10. So
Washington
likely.
Center, American 1681 Heavy is at 17,000 feet.
American 1681, Washington Center, cleared direct to dumpster. Descend via the dumpster to arrival landing to the southwest. The Raleigh altimeter 3014.
Clear direct dumpster was to descend via the
8
dumpster
left
to
or 9
arrival,
right?
American 1681 Heavy.
Transat 199, Lima airspace, radar service terminated, change to advisory.
Doesn't really matter, I'll just assume.
Mercury unit come to 2.8.
8 left.
For 19 thank you for your services.
Skywest 5025, expect the visual, runway 1 center.
Expect the visual 1 center, Skywest 5025.
So 8 left, you'll want it from Larry. Yeah, we're kind of coming from this way, so I'll assume we're landing north of the field. Makes a little bit more logical sense that way. Via Larry. Let's see how that looks before we accept it. Okay, so that's going to put us on the
Washington Center, Cirrus 4 Charlie Tango, holding short, runway 17, ready for departure.
Harry to Killer to gas. We're basically going to be on a left downwind for 8 left.
Sirius 4 Charlie Tango, runway 17, clear for takeoff, fly, runway heading.
Clear for takeoff, runway 17, fly runway heading, Sirius 4 Charlie
Tango. We're gonna intercept from, well, we can go all the way out to Larry, or he might give us vectors. Okay, I'm happy with that. Execute. Select heading track first, sure. Insert. Nav.
American 1681, contact rally approach 24.95.
Alright, cool.
24.95.
So I have 8 left programmed in there. These are all 2.6s. I can get rid of this because they're landing east. Cool. Got a company message. Probably once. Oh, no ADC required. Beautiful. Everything's on time.
There's 4 Charlie Tango Roger. Just turn right when able.
Right when able. We'll go back to the end for takeoff.
There's 4 Charlie Tango Roger. If you're able, make the right turn on Bravo.
So from Aussie,
Roger, American 2914, climbing out of 4,000 feet for 5,000 feet.
American 2914, Washington Center, radar contact, climb, maintain, flight level 190.
190, American 2914.
There's 4 Charlie Tango, runway 17, taxi via Alpha.
Back to 17 via Alpha, 4 Charlie Tango.
So I have 14,000 programmed at Aussie. And from there we're tracking 227 to Harry, 216 to Killer, and on a left downwind for 8 left from Larry.
Mike Zulu, Farmville Airport, 12 o'clock.
No other altitude restrictions.
Yes, sir. Just want to give you a ring. We got the airport site
in Atlanta.
Like to also cancel our flight
Chart
follow and make a fire
effective,
rep about 10 miles east
21.
of Farmville at 3,500, picking up light to moderate.
Number 23, Mike Zulu, Roger, I'll pass it along. Credit service terminated, squawk VFR, frequency change.
Localizer India Hotel Foxtrot Whiskey 109.3, final port course 095. Too early. It'll auto-tune it later. 2900 at Shell for the glide slope. Minimum's 1215 on the barrel. Case of a misapproach, climb to 1500, climbing left turn to 3500 and heading 360 and inbound on Romeo Mike Golf VOR 115. Just going to do a little parallel entry by itself and
are we clear for the approach?
Hold at Troy. And
that was 4280 from your clear to operate Victor on my 1 approach.
Type 2
and you
lighting
can contact
and
Washington Tower on 119.1.
Clear them out, version, sorry, clear them out running visual on Tower 19.15. Sorry, stop 4280.
Square wings 1583, leave my airspace, radar service terminated, change your advisory.
Over to advisory, spare wings 1583. Alright, let's see, I guess there's no one online for Atlanta, so we're going to do CTAF, KATL, 119.1 is the CTAF. We'll get that in the standby. Okay, cool. And we're going to land with 9,000 pounds. 2.8 less than our current 135.6. We'll call it 133, so 2.6 less. 133 is our expected weight for landing. runway 8 left. Conditions, let's see, 26 as of 8:13 p.m. my time, 11010. Few broken, no precipitation. So we'll say dry. 8 left. Apply METAR. 133. Idle no reverse. We'll do max reverse. Doesn't really matter. Idle no reverse. Sure. Manual land. Flap full. Good. So we need 7,900 and we have 9,000. So auto brakes low. And we got our VAP as well. 135. Pretty much ready for the approach whenever we get to our top drop. And final approach course was 095, so 275 is the reciprocal. Let's do a little runway center line for good measure. KATL 8 left, 275. I'll do 10-mile fixed ring as well, and then KATL 08 left, 5 miles. And let's do a rough estimate of the top of drop just to check the VNAV profile. I want to be at Aussie at 14,000. So I need to lose 22, which means I need to do that in 66. I'll call it 70 out from Aussie. I want to start my descent. Whoops. Erase. Three Zs, Aussie. 70 out. Let's see how that compares to... Yeah, more or less. So, still about 160 out from top of drop. Cool. We'll see if VATSIM comes online before we start our approach for Atlanta. Yeah, it looks like, unfortunately, we got DC Center online, we got Jacksonville Center online, we got Memphis Center online, but not Atlanta. A little bit of weather north of the field. Hopefully we'll avoid that. We can get in before we hit those. We got a solid layer of stratocumulus. Might be altocumulus. Alright, I'll be right back. I'm gonna grab some water and go to the lab, guys. We got autopilot on, alt cruise, navin. Looking good. Still about 150 out till top of drop. Alright, be right back. All right, we're back, guys. back with you. Where's my with you sticker? I haven't used it in a while. Still about 90 miles from, or 100 miles from top of drop. Look at that wing flex. Pretty cool. See if this is the same METAR. No, it changed a bit. 110 at 11. Still 24 degrees. Altimeter 3008. And we have occasional lightning, distant north, cumulonimbus, distant north, moving southeast.
When you travel
so
well,
that's the weather that I was showing on the
more than just your destiny.
VATSIM website there that was near Atlanta. It's starting to kind of get in our way. Hopefully we won't need to divert or anything like that. They look like some mean cells, but nothing compared to what's going on around Memphis. Look at that. It's like a whole squall line of thunderstorms, probably from a cold front or something. That's kind of happening to a lesser degree around Atlanta, but it's nothing compared to that giant storm that's in the middle of Tennessee here. So it's moving southeast, so it is kind of crossing the field, but we'll see. And we're at 11 likes. We were aiming for 10 likes, so I really appreciate you guys smashing that like button. Thank you, thank you, thank you guys. It is my dream to consistently get like 20 likes on my streams. That's all I want. Alright, 80 miles from top of drop. Nice. So we got our extended runway center line there as well. All looking beautiful. Alright, let's keep an eye out on these parameters, performance parameters. So CPU is running about 30-40% of its capacity at ranging from 70 to 90 degrees-ish. Alright. Okay, we got approach online, that's good. 133.475. So I don't need to go to Unicom or the CTAF. We'll still go to Unicom for the initial part of our descent there, but when we get close to Atlanta, I'm going to go 133.475 for approach, which means we have an ATIS we got to get, and since we're not doing anything anyway, 119.65 is the arrival ATIS. We'll go to COM 2.
Visibility 10. View clouds at 3,900. View clouds at 5,500. Ceiling 15,000 broken. Temperature 24. 2.19er. Altimeter 3008. Simultaneous approaches are in progress. ILS approach runway 26 right. ILS approach runway 27 left. Notices
okay, so they're landing west. We gotta change it.
With mode B on all ramps, taxiways, and runways. Advise on initial contact. You'll have information call.
Information Golf, so they're landing 26 right or 27 left.
KATL arrival information Golf 0013 Zulu Special. Wind 110 at 10. Visibility 10. View clouds at 3,900. View clouds at 5,500. Ceiling 15,000 broken. Temperature 24. 2.19er. Altimeter 3008.
I'll go 26 left.
Simultaneous approaches are in progress. ILS approach runway 26 right. ILS approach runway 27 left.
Okay, 26 right.
Notices to air missions. Operate transponder with mode C on all ramps, taxiways,
and
runways.
That,
advise on initial contact. You'll have information call.
Right here. You want it from
KATL arrival information call 0013 Zulu Special. Wind 110 at 10. Visibility 10.
Thank you. Back to VHF 1. Okay, so we are doing 26 right now. Even though the winds are kind of, so we're gonna have a quartering tailwind. Interesting. So expect to cross Aussie at 12,000 landing west. That's the first thing I'm gonna do. And actually we're gonna take it from What's the right chart? 26 left, 27 right. No, I'm looking for 26 right. It's not the right chart, that's why. I'm gonna go here, arrival, Aussie 1. 26 right, that's the one we're looking for. So yeah, we want it from Haynes. Let's make sure we're happy with that. So Kala, Posey, Zilo. Kala 9,000, Posey, Zilo of 5,000. Okay. 8,000, 5,000, 5,000 for Haynes. Beautiful. I'm happy with that. Insert that. Heading track first. You got it. And insert that. Correct. And nav checked. Perf. So for 26 right, landing west 250 knots 12,000. We'll do that at Aussie. We'll put that restriction. Speed 250 and 12,000 at Aussie. Beautiful. Done. That's in there. Let's make sure we're not missing our top of drop or something. It's coming up. I don't need that fixed ring anymore. Clear. Clear. And clear. Cool. Let's pull up the chart. Actually, no. Let's do our waypoints. So, T-Dun, Wilson... T-Dun, Wilson should be Mahoney, Tej, G-Bach. Mahoney, Tej, G-Bach. Wing, Aussie at 12,000. Beautiful. Then we're going from Aussie over to Harry. Kala at 9,000, Posey 8,000 above. Kala 9,000, 8,000 or above. Good. Zilo. 5,000, Haynes 5,000, ILS 26 right approach. 5,000. And down we go. Okay. Cool. And for the ILS chart, we are expecting ILS 26 right into Atlanta now. Chart 11-13 effective 22 of April 21. Localizer India Golf X-Ray Zulu 110.1. India Golf X-Ray Zulu 110.1. Final approach course 275. 275. Good. And glide slope check at AJ 2700. ILS minimums of 1190 on the barrow. Good. Top of descent coming up. We'll go down to 12,000 for Aussie. Cool. I'll start my descent now. If we have to go missed, it's climb to 1,800 feet and right turn to 4,000 inbound on Romeo Mike Golf VOR radial 132 inbound. It's going to do a parallel entry into the hold, and that is at Dallas 18.5 DME. Expecting Mausers and Pappies. No threats really other than just ATC. Hopefully it doesn't change the runway on us, and we'll contact approach when we get close. We got the ILS minimums. What are we missing? Rebriefed. Landing west. Oh yeah, performance. So arrival performance. I'm gonna change it to 26 right, and got some, you know what, I'll put good, because it might be a little bit of rain since thunderstorms are kind of coming into around the field, so that's gonna make me go to auto brakes medium to make it work, which is completely fine. I need 7,400 with auto brakes medium. Actually that's a lot. Usually when I put it to medium, it comes all the way down to like almost half the runway, but I guess it's a smaller runway, that's why 9,000 feet only. Cool, so auto brakes medium, happy with that. Switch it up. Here comes the profile, thrust idle. You said something about standby flight. Oh, Gary, that just means like he gets, as a pilot, he gets to fly standby, meaning they only charge him for fuel, so it's like a way discounted price compared to a regular ticket, and then he can also provide that to, I think, I don't know, a whole bunch of people that he knows. So I was asking him to let me fly standby, meaning you basically go on a list that if a seat becomes available or is available and nobody buys it at the regular price, then they'll offer it to you at just the fuel cost, so it's way cheaper. So that's kind of like the standby list. Obviously if the flight's full and if it's all bought up, then that's a different story, but yeah, I would be up for going with him for like a flight to, I don't know, Detroit or some random place in States and just come back. That would be pretty cool. I could do another trip report. Alright. ILS 26 right, everything's good to go. We did our weights. Weather weights and plates are done. Okay, 122.8. Atlanta traffic. Spirit Wings 1583 descending out of flight level 300 via the Aussie 1 arrival. Currently about 100 miles to the northeast of the field. Inbound ILS 26 right approach, Atlanta. Alright, we got our fixed rings there. What was my altimeter setting again? 3008. And now it's updated arrival information hotel. 110 at 11. Altimeter 3008. 24 degrees. Okay. So we got hotel. Descending via the Aussie 1. We are about somewhere outside of Gbok. We're at 15 likes. You guys are awesome. Thank you so much. I appreciate it, guys. Do any of you guys watch the show The Last of Us? I think the season finale for season 3 is coming out tonight. Kind of looking forward to watching that after. I like that show. I never really played the game. I never really played the video game, but I like the show. Gary says, I enjoyed watching The Last of Us cut scenes on YouTube back when the game first came out, but I haven't watched the series. Hey, if you've played or watched the cutscenes for the game and you're familiar with it and the story, you'd really enjoy the... I think it's pretty well made. It's a good show. Especially the beginning. It starts out pretty... Like, you know how some shows start out kind of boring and it's like a slow build-up and you got to kind of stay with it? This is the opposite. It starts really, really like... It really grips you and it's pretty action-packed, I guess. So it's a pretty cool start. Mr. Skymaster 1, fellow Toronto resident. What's going on, buddy? Welcome, welcome. Skymaster, I saw you streaming earlier, but I literally saw you streaming right when I was about to go live, so I couldn't join, but welcome, man. Just kicking the rust off, Skymaster. I hadn't simmed in a while, so just kicking the rust off with the Phoenix. 133.475.
1310 RNAV to impasse, or excuse me, yeah, RNAV to Ronnie, runway 8 right, clear for takeoff.
Okay, RNAV Ronnie, clear for takeoff, 8 right, Delta 1310.
United 2739, descend to maintain 7000.
7,000 at 2739.
Delta 4178, are you already planned for runway 9 or left at Mike 2?
9 or left, yes sir.
Delta 4178, runway 9 or left at Mike 2.
Why 9 or left?
Mike 2.
Didn't the ATIS say...
Yeah, Mike 2 for 4178.
Oh, now he changed it to 8 left? Great.
UPS 1128 heavy, runway 8 left, cleared to land.
Oh boy, we're gonna have to
8
go
left, cleared
change
land
it to 8
for
left
UPS
again.
1128 heavy.
Approach 425 Pop Mike's ready to taxi with Victor from GA.
Ridiculous.
November 425 Papa Mike at Atlanta departure, runway 8 right, taxi via right on Alpha, hold short 8 left as the approach in.
8 right via Alpha, hold short of 8 left as the approach in. 425 Pop Mike.
Data 8391, Atlanta Center offline, radar service terminated, frequency change approved. Have a safe flight.
Frequency change approved, thanks, sir. Up on delay.
You too, thank you.
Atlanta approach, good evening, Spirit Wings 1583, flight level 185 descending via the Aussie 1 with hotel.
Spirit Wings 1583, Atlanta approach, runway 8 left, and India's up now.
We'll pick up India 8 left, Spirit Wings 1583. Okay, 8 left. At least we're getting lots of practice changing runways on us.
1310, radar contact, climb and maintain 14,000 for altitude.
Climbing through 2.4 and we'll climb to 14,000.
United 2739, descend and maintain 4,000.
4,000, United 2739. Atlanta approach, Delta 1285, sending past level 130 on the Shipper 1 arrival.
Delta 1285, Atlanta approach, runway 9
chart
right.
11-1, effective 22 April 21.
That looks like 9 right.
India Hotel Foxtrot Whiskey 109.3. India Hotel Foxtrot Whiskey 109.3, 095. 095. Checked. Flight slope check at Shell 2900. Minimums 1215. Have to go miss 1500, then climbing left turn 3500 inbound on Romeo Mike Golf. VOR radio 115 to Troy's and hold.
Descend via the
Expecting
Shipper 1
Alsif
arrival,
Type 2 and
right
Pappies.
transition.
Any questions? Negative.
Roger that, we're sending you the Shipper 19 right transition, Delta 1285.
And we are grabbing it from Larry. Good. Alright. Performance. We already checked this, I think, so it doesn't matter, but arrival 8 left. Runway 8 left. We'll do low auto brakes. We need 8,100 factored landing distance, and we have 9,000 available. Checked. Here comes the profile. This is not the first time they've done this on the ATIS for Atlanta. It happened to me before too, where it said landing west when the winds were east, from the east, and it didn't make sense to me then either. And then he changed it on me, and I told him that the ATIS was wrong, and he's like, "Oh, sorry, I'll change it." Same thing this time. So it made me. I was initially correctly set up for 8 left, and then I switched it, and then sure enough, it's 8 left.
Plan approach, Delta 231.
Delta 231, go ahead.
Yes, sir. We have Victor. We're getting ready to push back here, looking for 9er left on departure.
Delta 231, as on the departure, runway 9er left at Mike 2, taxi via Mike 2.
9er left via Mike 2, Delta 231.
November 425, Papa Mike, cross runway 8 left at the
for
approach in, hold for 8 right.
left.
Cross runway 8 left at the approach in, hold for 8 right, 425, Papa Mike.
United 2739, turn left heading 180.
Left 180, United 2739.
Delta 1310, Atlanta Center offline, radar service terminated, frequency change approved. Have a safe flight.
Over to TTAP for Delta 1310, have a good night, see you.
Spare wings, 1583, level 14,000.
Gas, descend to maintain 12,000.
Whoops, my bad, I blocked them. Was that for me?
United 2739, you're 5 miles from Bazaar, turn left heading 125, maintain 4,000 till established. Clear RLS runway 8 left approach.
Left 125, maintain 4,000 till established.
I'm gonna go seatbelt signs on.
UPS 1128 Heavy, welcome to Atlanta. Taxi to the cargo ramp via Alpha.
Taxi to the ramp via Alpha for UPS 1128 Heavy. Thanks for your services.
No worries, thanks for flying. Spirit Wings 1583, proceed direct gas, descend and maintain 2000.
Direct gas, descend maintain 2000, Spirit Wings 1583.
November 425, Papa Mike, turn right heading 100, runway 8 right, cleared for takeoff.
Right heading 100, 8 right, clear for takeoff.
Plus that open descent 2000, direct gas, check.
Atlanta approach hello Frontier 2000, ready to copy IFR to or Orlando, we have Victor.
Last aircraft calling, say call sign.
Frontier 2000.
Frontier 2000, I sent you a PDC, look for a message from A-Cars. If you don't see it, try disconnecting and reconnecting.
13 degrees
Alright,
on
we'll
this
try disconnecting and reconnecting for 2000.
United 2739, runway 8 right, cleared to land. Or 8 left, excuse me, cleared to land.
8 left to the land, United 2739.
Delta 1285 at D-Fin, cleared ILS, runway 9 right approach.
D-Fin cleared ILS 9 right, so south of 1285.
Does this thing have weather radar?
Delta 4178, RNAV to Grits, runway 9 left at Mike 2, cleared for takeoff.
RNAV Grits, cleared for takeoff, 4178.
I kind of don't like that. Those build-ups.
Atlanta approach hello.
It's kind of worse to the left though.
Delta 1652, Atlanta departure, remain 9 left at Mike 2, taxi via Mike 2.
9 left at Mike 2 via Mike 2.
Kind of see the other end of him, but...
Delta 231, give way to the company exiting same ramp.
Yeah, giving way to company traffic, Delta 231.
Should we pick our way? No, whatever. It's fine.
November 425, Papa Mike, radar contact the altitude.
2800 for 4000, 45 Papa Mike.
November 425, Papa Mike, climb and maintain 1000.
Up to 11,000, 425 Papa Mike.
Yeah, those clouds weren't that bad. How far from course would you be allowed to go if you wanted to avoid some clouds? Usually between, I've seen as high as 20 degrees, but like 10 to 15 degrees, Gary. The typical is 10. The sooner you realize that you need to deviate, the less the angle would be, right? If you leave until you get closer and closer, then you'll have to go at a more, I guess, at a higher angle to avoid it.
Delta 1285, remain 9 right, clear to land.
9 right, clear land, Delta 1285.
Spirit Wings 1583, reduce speed to 210.
Speed to 10, Spirit Wings 1583.
Delta 4178, radar contact, say altitude.
Delta 4178, climbing from 3000 going up to 10.
November 425, Papa Mike, climb and maintain 13,000.
Climb for 13,000, 425 Papa Mike.
Delta 4178, climb and maintain 14,000.
14,000 for Delta 4178.
Spirit Wings 1583, descend and maintain 7,000.
Descent 7,000, Spirit Wings 1583. Thrust idle open, descent 7,000.
1652 on after grid, runway 9 left at Mike 2, cleared for takeoff.
Oh, I want flaps 1, speed check, flaps 1.
On after grid, 9 left, Mike 2, up to 1652.
Delta 231, remain 9 left at Mike 2, line up and wait.
9 left, Mike 2, line up and wait, Delta 231.
United 2739, welcome to Atlanta, safe parking.
Looking for the T gauge, United 2739.
United 2739, taxi via the Victor Loop, continue Echo.
Victor Loop, continue Echo, United 2739, thanks.
November 425, Papa Mike, Atlanta Center offline, radar service terminated, frequency change approved. Have a safe flight.
Over to you, Tom. See ya. Good job tonight.
Thank you. Thanks for flying.
So 8 left, we're gonna vacate on the right side.
Departure confirmed, pushing start to my discretion in the ramp.
Affirmative.
Approaching 10,000. Delta P 4.3, cabin altitude 1,000 feet, depressurized.
Delta 4178, Atlanta Center offline, radar service terminated, frequency change approved. Have a safe flight.
What I never understand is why is the Delta P 4.2?
Thank you, sir. You have a good night.
I guess it's coming down.
You too, thank you. Delta 231, RNAV to grid, remain under left at Mike 2.
Cabin's no longer pressurized, and the pressure difference should not be 4 PSI, right?
9 left, clear for takeoff, Mike 2, Delta 231.
Delta 1652, radar contact, say altitude.
3,000, Delta 1652.
Delta 1652, climb and maintain 14,000.
14,000, Delta 1652.
Tower's not online, so. Oh yeah, I gotta remember the replay as well. Pressurization is one of those things I just can't be bothered with in the sim. I mean, you're not wrong. But just for like simulation purposes, I'm just wondering. So cabin altitude is pretty much field elevation at Atlanta, so I would expect this to be 0, right?
Spirit Wings 1583, descend and maintain 5,000.
5,000, Spirit Wings 1583.
Delta 231, radar contact, say altitude.
Passing through 3,300.
Delta 231, climb and maintain 14,000.
Thrust out open, descent 5,000.
Climb and maintain 14,000, Delta 231.
Alright, I'm gonna pull the heading. Sequence me from Larry.
Departure, Frontier 2000, ready for taxi, move Victor.
How did you
Frontier
do this
Flight
in the...
2000, Atlanta departure, runway 9 left at Mike 2, taxi via Mike 2.
Land left Mike 2, or at Mike 2 via Mike 2, from 2000.
Interesting, why is it doing that? Hello, just in time for landing. Yep, welcome back. Just curious if I press insert. Oh, that was correct. So you just do the radial in, so that's the same thing as intercept course in the 7.3 or the CRJ. Cool. Cool.
And approach Delta 1285, which is off of Diamond Right, November 6th.
Delta 1285, welcome to Atlanta, safe parking.
And Delta 1285, we're parking Bravo 3, or the Bravo gate.
Delta 1285, hold short, remain 9 left at Tango.
Ultra 9 left to Tango, Delta, L85.
We got ground contact.
Spirit Wings 1583, turn left heading 180.
Left heading 180, Spirit Wings 1583. You want speed 210 still for speed for Spirit Wings 1583?
I'm sorry, say again, Spirit Wings 1583?
You want speed 210 knots still?
Speed could be your discretion. I don't have any traffic trailing you.
Roger, speed our discretion, Spirit Wings 1583.
Spirit Wings 1583, you're 5 miles from Bazaar, turn left heading 125, maintain 4,000 till established, good RLS from 8 left approach.
Left heading 120, maintain 4,000 till established, cleared, ILS 8 left approach, Spirit Wings 1583. 125. Okay, India Hotel Foxtrot Whiskey 109.3. Loc Alt Glide Slope Blue Cat 3 single autopilot 1 and 2. Maintaining 4,000 till established. And I'm gonna do this. Just make sure I capture the ILS. I don't wanna capture the glide slope from above. So I'm gonna dive and drive 1,500 feet a minute.
Dota 1652, so sorry,
Okay,
limits
with
in our
the
offline radar service terminated, frequency change approved, have a safe flight.
Over to Unicom. Do you know if any center's getting on anytime soon?
And we're gonna go.
They told me they would
down,
get on in 10 minutes,
flaps
20
2.
minutes ago, so don't believe me.
Was somebody asking about Indy Center coming online?
Not Indy, but Atlanta.
Whew, we're right on the edge of the
never
speed
mind.
tape there.
I said Indy as an A and Y.
Okay, Locustar.
Dota
glide slope.
231, Atlanta Center offline
Star.
radar service terminated, frequency change approved, have a safe flight.
Frequency change approved. Thanks for the ATC. Good day.
See you later. Spirit Wings 1583, runway 8 left, clear to land.
Flap 3, speed check, flap 3. Runway 8 left, clear to land, Spirit Wings 1583.
Dota 1285, cross runway 9 left at Tango, join Lima to the ramp.
2,500.
Cross 9 left to Tango and Lima ramp,
Full
Delta
speed check, flap
1285.
full.
Frontier Flight 2000, runway 9 left at Mike 2, line up await, traffic crosses downfield.
9 left, line up and wait. We'll watch the traffic
Okay,
cross for 2000.
Gear down, 3 greens, no red, flaps full, indicated. Ground spoilers armed, auto brakes low. We're lit up. We're gonna go here. We're gonna go replay tool, record, and autopilot off. Okay, ECAM memo landing no blue. Landing checklist complete. It's my ground speed 140. Okay, so I need 700 feet a minute-ish. Runway in sight, visual. Let's butter this. We'll try, Avgeek. We'll try. I'm so rusty. And we barely got any wind, so that's good. 7 knots.
Frontier Flight 2000, RNAV to grids, runway 9 or left at Mike 2, clear for takeoff.
RNAV grit, sign left at Mike 2, clear for takeoff. On 2000.
Holy lag. Oh my goodness, what's with this stutter? It froze. Come on. Come on, why is it freezing so much? Holy moly, guys, what was that about? That was like the worst stutter I've ever experienced. Left me high. Don't worry, I'll fix it. Stable my ass. To be fair though, in real life it won't just freeze. To be fair. Alright, I'm gonna go visual. We've been visual, but check.
Above. Minimum.
Landing.
100.
Flight slow.
Check.
Flight slow.
Disregard.
Flight slow.
40. 30.
Frontier Flight 2000, radar contact, high altitude, climb and maintain 14,000.
Leaving 2.7 and climb 15,000.
Spoilers, reverse.
It's going to be 14,000.
Apologies, up to 14, from 2,000.
80. 70. Welcome to Atlanta. That wasn't bad. I'll take that.
Spirit Wings 1583, welcome to Atlanta. When able, safe parking.
We'll take any gauge, Spirit Wings 1583.
Spirit Wings 1583, roger.
Alright. A little wibbly wobbly, but I'll take that for considering how long we've been
Spirit
off.
Wings 1583, hold short runway 8 right at Charlie.
Hold short 8 right at Charlie, Spirit Wings 1583.
And just out of curiosity, when did you break out, or when were you able to see the runway? How's the weather?
We broke out at about a couple thousand feet, I'd say. Spirit Wings 1583.
Roger, thank you, sir.
No worries. Honestly, I don't really remember. I think it was a couple thousand feet. Wait, did I turn off the chrono? Oh, guess it wasn't on. TK standby, holding short, good. DPU.
Checking in the seat pocket, underneath the seat, and in the overhead lockers.
Oh, I forgot to turn on the landing rate monitor. I knew I'm forgetting something. Let me stop the replay. I'll take that. That was pretty fun. I guess somebody's coming in. So we're holding short. Or are they departing? What's going on? I'm gonna pull up to the hold short line.
Frontier Flight 2000, Atlanta Center offline, radar service terminated, frequency change approved. Have
Actually,
a safe
I'll
flight.
hold it here in case he doesn't want me to
Wouldn't
cross
become
here.
Alpha
Maybe he wants me to go
2000.
that way. I'll kind of give myself the option. You gotta get ready for bed. Thanks for tuning in, man. Take care, buddy. We got 179 from Sim Toolkit Pro. We'll take that, guys. So centerline, just past 1,000 footers, minus 179. I'll take it. Spare wings, 1583, holding short, 8 right.
Spare wings, 1583, keep the roll down on Bravo to Charlie for me.
Right on Bravo and to Charlie, spare wings, 1583. That's why I didn't want to assume that he's going to let me cross over there. I gave myself the option to go right.
Spirit Wings 1583, cross runway 8 right at Charlie, join Foxtrot to the ramp. Spirit Wings usually parks at the south side of ramp 4, engage Delta 2 or Delta 4.
Okay, cross 8 right at Charlie and join Delta 2 or Delta 4 from Foxtrot. Was it for 1583? Alright, so left turn here at Charlie. This one's Delta, the next one's Charlie. See, I was gonna say the sim's running smooth until that random like 10-second stutter entering. It's not even like I have a scenery or anything. This is just the default scenery. I don't know why it stuttered like that. Now it's smooth again. Clear left, clear right.
Atlanta approach, Delta 2515 is with you. We are leaving 19,000 descending on the Chipper 1 arrival and picking up heavy precipitation to our 10 o'clock.
Got 2515 Atlanta approach. Information India's current. Expect the ILS runway 8 left approach. Feel free to deviate left or right, of course. You're not yet in my airspace.
We'll click 8 left and we'll deviate as needed and we'll call back when we get closer to 2515.
Okay, he said Delta 2. this is Echo, the next one's Delta, and we're gonna go to the south side of that.
Atlanta approach, got the notification to contact you. 425 Papa Mike's back with you, Mayday.
November 425 Papa Mike, Atlanta approach, go ahead.
Quite honestly, not really sure. Max speed right now is about 120 knots, and I've got a trim malfunction. I'm trying to find somewhere to land.
Oh dear. He just said Mayday. Oh dear, oh dear.
November 425 Papa Mike, roger. The closest airport I could probably get you to right now would be Covington. Is that something that you'd like to go to?
Give me a heading and range, please.
Landing ground, good evening, United 1099, south.
He asked for a heading, is like silence.
Uniform, reduce Jackson, runway 9 left.
United 1099 Atlanta departure, remain 9 left at Mike 2, taxi via Mike 2.
Runway 9 left, Mike 2, United 1099.
November 425 Papa Mike, you're about 10 miles away from the Covington Airport, fly heading 220 and report in sight.
Heading 220, 10 miles, and I'll call the field supply 425 Papa Mike. Sorry about this.
No worries. Stay safe, Captain.
Should keep the nav lights on. Alright, Delta 2 or Delta 4 that he said. It's Delta 12. It's gonna be at the end there. Quite a long taxi for the Spirit Wings. I should have maybe instead of 8 left asked for
That are 2515
right?
fly heading let's do
would have been a shorter taxi.
180 to maintain 5000. How's your weather coming now?
No precip, but we got moderate to heavy turb. We'll go 180 back to the altitude again for 2515.
So that's 2515, no worries. 180, descend and maintain 5000 for the ILS runway 8 left approach.
180, 5000 for ILS 8 left approach, that's 2515.
United 1099, RNAV to Grits, runway 9 left at Mike 2, pitch for takeoff.
RNAV to Grits, runway 9 left, clear for takeoff, United 1099.
Alright guys, got you there in one piece, safe and sound. Knock the rust off, beautiful. We'll take it. APU bleed on, checked.
Approach November 425 Papa Mike, field inside, off on it.
November 425 Papa Mike, you're cleared into the Covington Airport report IFR cancellation.
Gary
on the
says
ground
what, Rust? Appreciate
or
it.
in the air, bid frequency change approved.
We'll report when on the ground. 425 Papa Mike, pushing Unicom 12282.
See ya.
Alright. Where's my passengers?
Ladies and gentlemen,
I feel like my GSX needs like an overhaul.
Shadow 2515, reduce speed to 210.
210, 2515.
Oh, there they are. I see the packs. I just have to wait. Hello. Good night. See ya. Nice landing. Thank you very much. Appreciate it. Have a good one. Alright, let me just go to the lab and then I'll come back with the replay. One sec.
Shadow 2515, you're 5 miles from JJ, turn left heading 125, maintain 4,000 till established, clear ILS runway 8 left approach.
Heading 125, maintain 5,000 till established, clear to ILS 8 left approach, 25.
United 1099, radar contact, common maintain 14,000, bay altitude.
3,400 and climbing to 14,000, United 1099.
And Atlanta approach, UPS 1187 is requesting push for information Victor. We're on the north cargo ramp.
UPS 1187 heavy, add London departure, push in, the ramp is at your discretion, call back for taxi.
Copy, we'll call you for taxi.
United 1099 Atlanta Center offline, radar service terminated, frequency change approved, have a safe flight.
Alright, let's disconnect from VATSIM.
United 1099.
And let's go GSX, reset position, and let's close all these. Go panel state, ready. We'll get this ready for the replay. Logo lights on as well. And flaps full. Alright, let's check out the replay, guys. Like I said, I have no idea what that... actually, my base report wasn't that off. I said a couple thousand feet, right? There's the ceilings, 2,800 feet, so I wasn't that far off. But in terms of the lag, I don't know what the hell that was. I've never experienced a stutter that long. Like, I thought the sim froze. I thought it had frozen, but... Let's get a view from here going.
It takes you to front row views. voice.
Yeah, this is the lag. You see how long this is? Look at the stutter. 1, 2, 3. Whoa! That was a long ass stutter. There's downtown Atlanta. I like how there was like no float on that. It wasn't floaty at all. Nice. I'll take that. That was actually pretty good. if I may say so myself. Because usually it's a little bit floatier than that. Right on target. That was a nice flight. Have a good rest of your evening. Thanks so much, Gary, for tuning in. I appreciate you. Have a good night, guys. Let's check out from this angle. The terminal looks decent considering it's Microsoft default scenery. Oh yeah, we'll take that.
Don't sink. Don't sink. Don't sink.
Alright guys, enjoy the rest of the replay and
Don't sink.
Until next time, I'll see ya.
Don't sink.
Take care, guys.
Don't sink.
The year is 1991. Birds and people are living together in seemingly perfect harmony. Until one day, a young man catches fire. This is Phoenix.
Like a phoenix, you burst in a fire burn. A thirst and desire, you transform right up in a flash. You spread your wings to rise from the ashes. Phoenix, you burst in a fire burn. A thirst and desire, you transform right up in a flash. You spread your wings to rise from the ashes. thirst and desire.